My name is Debra. I'm 58 years old, and I suffer from seborrheic keratosis. It's a genetic, hereditary type mole. It started off the size of a pea, and over the last 23 years, it has grown to be larger than a silver dollar. And it just recently has grown a lot. My biggest concern is that it's going to continue to grow, and then it's going to grow onto my face. I've been to many dermatologists, and one particular doctor made it seem like it was going to be a major surgery and I would need a skin graft. Between that and taking care of kids, it was just always easy to put it off. It's weird. It literally feels like the top of a sponge. You can move it around. If you look at it, it looks like cauliflower, or maybe what your brain looks like, and it's got crevices in it. It has an odor to it. I don't know what causes it. The odor is a very pungent, strange smell. It smells yeasty. Ugh, I smell it now. Wow. Yeah, I sure do. Ugh. Today, I'm hoping that Dr. Lee can be able to get this thing off my head. It's been a lot of anxiety for me.
All right, we're gonna have you just take a seat right over here, okay?
Thank you. I would be absolutely devastated to have her not be able to do anything. I'm tearing up right now even thinking about it.
Hello, I'm Dr. Lee.
Hi, Dr. Lee. Debra, nice to meet you.
Where are you coming from?
Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, that's a little bit of a distance.
Yes, it is.
What do you have going on?
Oh, just been dealing with this
I see.
ugly
Okay,
thing for
you
about
have
20 years.
So you've seen doctors for this before?
I have.
Okay.
I've seen several dermatologists over the last 20 years. Same diagnosis, seborrheic keratosis. I mean, there's new growth all the time. I'm afraid it's gonna come onto my face.
All right, I'm gonna come over there and take a look at it here and see what you have. Seborrheic keratosis is a really common condition. Usually you get them more in adulthood, so I call them wisdom spots because it doesn't sound so nice to say age spots. They're warty, corrugated growths, either flesh-toned or tan or even black or gray. They are scary to people because they think, could this be a melanoma? But they're actually benign. So I do feel like the hair is trying to grow up around it.
Yeah.
Right? Like it kind of got smushed down.
Mm-hmm.
But I can see how that can affect your confidence. Does it dictate the way you run your life?
Every day.
Debra has a really big seborrheic keratosis. They can continue to grow if you don't treat it. It could certainly extend onto her face. And the ones in the scalp are particularly stubborn. They're harder to treat. So let me tell you a little bit about treatment options. There's different ways. One of the ways we treat it is by using liquid nitrogen and freezing it really hard. It's like inducing frostbite in the area and kind of peels off over time. Another thing you can do is literally numb it up and kind of like try to scrape it off or scratch off and buzz it a little bit too. Okay. The issue becomes more the larger it is and the fact that it's on your scalp where your hair is growing. Yeah. Because those are a little bit more stubborn in terms of they have a little higher risk of starting to grow back. And the other thing is that I'm concerned because if we remove some of your hair follicles under there or damage them, because they're really close to the surface, you may not have hair grow back there. At least you can have like hair over it that can come down over it.
I've been doing it for years that way, so.
I'm here with Debra, who has a large seborrheic keratosis on the side of her scalp. There's just a fine line where I'm trying to get this, that it goes away and never comes back, but I'm also trying to not treat it so aggressively that I destroy the hair follicles, that hair doesn't grow back. I'm thinking about using this little cautery tool that we have that kind of can buzz and cut at the same time. Obviously, will numb you. And then just trying to like shave the whole thing off that way. Okay. I guess with that, there's more of a chance that I can get rid of it and it doesn't grow back. But then, of course, there's more of a chance that it doesn't like grow back all of your hair there.
It's okay.
I feel like you'd prefer that, so I think let's just let you leave that here in our office, huh?
Okay, yes, let's do.
Okay.
I'm willing to deal with the hair loss. A little bit of hair loss gives me less anxiety, knowing that it's just not gonna come back. The thought of it actually growing back makes me very nervous.
The first thing I'm gonna do is put some numbing there, making sure you're nice and comfortable, of course. So first I'm gonna use the loop cautery to melt some of this seborrheic keratosis off as flush to the skin as I can. It's a really big SK, so it's going to be difficult to manage, but I'm trying to really kind of debulk a lot of this growth. I don't want to make an indentation there because that's knowing that I could be destroying a lot of the hair follicles and she won't have hair growth there. Just gonna do just a little bit here first. That's a vacuum, sometimes it gets a little smoky.
Okay.
You okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I melt seborrheic keratosis, it really kind of gets sticky and sticks to the loop. And it looks kind of like roast beef, but it definitely doesn't smell like roast beef. Like it's got a bunch of hair gel and stuff stuck in the crack. I've actually never done it quite this way.
Yeah.
I hope that didn't worry you, but I figured because it's so big here, it would be like using a spoon to dig a pool or something. I was dreaming that I could maybe take it off in one piece. No way. That can't happen. I gotta take it off in pieces. Almost all the top of it off.
Okay.
You still have to fine tune it though. Let me just see if I can get some of this off of this without it being too much of a problem. After I've used the loop cautery to really debulk a lot of this lesion, I'm gonna use this device that's called a curette. It's essentially like a spoon with a hole in it that has some sharp edges, so I can really kind of scrape and smooth out this area. This is actually how we commonly do some bigger ones on the body with this kind of tool that's like a spoon, but it can kind of help us to fine tune it. So I'm just trying to use a certain level of pressure to scratch it that I feel like is pressure enough that real skin won't come off, but that seborrheic keratosis will come off.
Yeah.
I guess it's like using a coin to scratch off the numbers on your lottery ticket. You know, if you don't put a certain amount of pressure, you're not gonna be able to see your numbers, but if you put too much pressure, you could really scratch off the numbers itself and you won't even know if you won. And maybe I can help find somebody that, like, if you feel like it's starting to come back, we could like have them freeze a little of it or something, because it's easier to try to prevent it from growing back if you see a little something starting.
Yeah.
It's gonna look really good. We see that the seborrheic keratosis is gone there, and I know that I didn't go deep enough to destroy her hair follicles. But seborrheic keratosis cells can dive down within your hair follicles, and it is more likely to come back in those areas. It is possible that she might need some little touch-up procedures here. First, let me show you, I guess, some of the fragments.
Yeah, let me see that ugly thing.
It all came off in pieces.
Ugh. Looks like a bug.
Like a mohawk. Oh, yeah, like a caterpillar.
Yeah. Ugh.
See the hairs? Hair follicle?
Wow.
All right, now we can go out on the town. Okay?
Yes. I've been dealing with this thing since 1998. It's been a constant cause of anxiety for me, and in 1 hour, it's gone.
Have a safe trip back, and I'll try to connect you with somebody up there.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. That's a great hug.
It's really gonna enable me to start dating again. It's going to change how I interact with people, my confidence level, just so many things. So it's been about 10 weeks since Dr. Lee performed the procedure on the seborrheic keratosis, and I feel completely different. It healed very quickly. Now my head is smooth and my hair's starting to grow back. I don't have to worry about plastering my hair over it with hairspray. I don't worry that people are looking at me. So it has definitely had a positive effect on my career. For the quarter, we're on track to hit our goals concerning patient admissions. So you guys are doing a great job. I just feel completely more at ease knowing that it's not there. Hey, kiddo.
Hey, how was your day?
Good. How was yours?
Good.
My daughters are so happy that I got this taken care of. It's more of a relief for them that they don't have to worry about their mom.
Sure, you're excited to get dating again then?
Yeah, it's given me some confidence to get back out there. I'm
Good.
kind of excited to do that.
You should.
I'm glad.
Thanks, honey. Thanks for being supportive.
I am finally open to actually dating again. I want to thank Dr. Lee from the bottom of my heart for doing a procedure that will forever change my life. So thank you.